Paritala Ravindra was one of the most adored Lord of Rayalaseema region in Andhra Pradesh. He was elected as MLA as 5 times from Penukonda constituency in Anantapur district. He was slain by his political rivals in 2005 because of a vendetta. He was one of the most controversial persons in the history of Andhra Pradesh politics. A 1998 report prepared by the Andhra Pradesh Civil Liberties Committee on Paritala Ravi, a former Naxalite, says, "The entire district kneels down before him. Everyone is afraid of him." From 1994, even the political scenario in Anantapur district has undergone a change. A movie Rakta Charitra was taken inspiring the life of Paritala Ravindra.
వర్ణమైన తరతరాల రక్త చరిత్ర
యుద్ధంలో ప్రతాప్ తన చాకచక్యంతో మొత్తం ప్రజల్ని మెల్లిగా తన అధీనంలోకి తెచ్చుకున్నాడు. అన్నపురెడ్డి ఎలక్షన్స్ లో ఘోర పరాజయం పొందడంతో తట్టుకోలేక బుక్కారెడ్డి ఒక చిన్న పిల్ల. కానీ అప్పటికి స్పాటుల చదరంగంలో ఆరితేరిన ప్రతాప్ సామధాన భేద దండోపాయాలోని 4 మార్గాల్ని ఉపయోగించి బుక్కారెడ్డి ఆచూకీని కనిపెట్టాడు. ఆ మహేశ్వరి టౌన్ కొంతమంది శివాజీ పార్టీ మనుషులకు తప్ప
పట్టపగలో డెమోక్రసీ మీద ఊముతున్నాడు సార్.
వాడొక హంతకుడు. అలాంటి వాడిని మీరు సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు సార్.
రా ప్రతాప్ రా. ఓ గంట నుంచి తింటున్నారయ్యా. అడుగుతున్నారు ప్రతాప్ ని పార్టీ నుండి తీసేయమని. ఏమన్నారు? డెమోక్రసీ మీద ఉమ్ముతున్నాడని. మరి అప్పటి పరిస్థితి? డెమోక్రసీ ప్రతాప్ మీద ఉమ్మినప్పుడు మీరంతా అనేది ప్రతాప్ హంతకుడు, హత్యలు చేస్తున్నాడని. లోక కళ్యాణం కోసం రాముడు కృష్ణుడు కూడా హత్యలు చేశారు. బుక్కారెడ్డి ఒక రాక్షసుడు. ఈ ప్రతాప్ నా రాముడు. టాపిక్ ఇస్ ఓవర్. లా అండ్ ఆర్డర్ ని సరైన దిశలో నడిపించడం ప్రభుత్వానికి ప్రథమ కర్తవ్యం. హోంశాఖ, పోలీస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో ఉన్నవి దానికే. కానీ ఇంతవరకు పోలీస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ దాని చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ శివాజీ రాజ్యంలో గూండా రాజ్యం ఉండకూడదు. ఆ పని కేవలం ఒక పెద్ద గుండాయే చెయ్యగలడు. అది నువ్వే బ్రదర్. టాపిక్ ఇస్ ఓవర్.
హత్యలు చేయడం, భూకబ్జాలు లాంటివి చేయడం మానేయాలి. ఇది నా రిక్వెస్ట్ కాదు. ఆర్డర్. నందిని.
Paritala Ravindra was born on 30th August 1957 in Venkatpuram village of Anantapur district. His father was Sri Ramulu. Even though his father was a landlord of 300 acres, he was inspired by the Marxist ideology. He donated most of his land to the poor. He also led the poor and the oppressed in fighting for their rights over the land occupied by landlords of Kandanpalli and Chennekotpalli, namely Gangula Narayana Reddy and Saint Chinna Reddy. He managed to distribute around 600 acres of land belonging to these landlords and their supporters among the poor. He joined CPI-ML party in 1971. He became top most leader of the Naxal movement in Andhra Pradesh. He didn't kill anyone. This land struggle turned into a vendetta and caste struggle when he was killed on 1975 by his own follower. This follower took money from Gangula and Sain. He was going to attend a marriage in Baksampalli. The bus stopped near Baksampalli cross. He stepped down from the bus and immediately he was killed by that person. Gangula Narayana Reddy and Saint Chenna Reddy were the conspirators. Paritala Hari was younger brother of Paritala Ravi. After his father was killed by Gangula, he led poor and oppressed. He joined Naxal movement in 1979. He managed to distribute some land occupied by the same landlords. He became a powerful Naxalite. He led the Naxals in killing Sayana. They never killed any children or women. In 1982, Hari was killed by the police inspector named Kabir in a fake encounter. Hari was there in his house in Venkatpuram. Police came to know this. They immediately went to Venkatpuram. Hari was not able to escape from the police, so he was hiding in the house, all the doors closed. Police caught his sister and threatened Hari that they would rape his sister if he didn't come out of the house. So Hari finally came out of the house. He was taken to Nasnakota village, which is 2 kilometers away from Venkatpuram. There he was shot by Inspector Kabir in front of hundreds of villagers. Again Gangula Narayana Reddy, Gangula Narsanna, Saint Chenna Reddy were the conspirators. As he lost his father and brother in the Vendetta, he wanted to take safe shelter to protect his life from his family rivals. His family rivals were after him after killing his brother. Paritala Ravi once said that he walked barefoot for some days during those days when he was trying to save his life from his rivals. He went to his mother's brother, Kondia, to take shelter. There he married Paritala Sunitha, his cousin, in 1986. He took up cultivation at that time. He participated in the faction politics from 1991. It was a propaganda that he was the conspirator in killing Gangula Narayana Reddy, Narsanna and Yadi Reddy during 1982 to 1983. On the contrary, it was not he but it was Naxalites who killed them. This was again said by many Naxal leaders. Naxals who were fed up of the atrocities committed by Gangula Narayana Reddy, his followers Chenna Reddy, Narsanna, Yadi Reddy wanted to kill them. They also wanted to take revenge of the killings of their party leaders Sriramulu and Hari. First persons to be killed were Narsanna and Yadi Reddy. They never killed women and kids even that time. Then it was Narayana Reddy's turn in 1983. Narayana Reddy was in Anantapur in a lodge. He was brutally hacked down there immediately. After Narayana Reddy was killed, Ramchandra Reddy of Telugu Desam Party became MLA from Penukonda in 1983 and 1985. Even though he became MLA, Penukonda was never peaceful. Chenna Reddy, his sons Ramana Reddy and Obul Reddy, Gangula Surya Narayana Reddy, son of Narayana Reddy, and many of their thugs committed many atrocities. Surya Narayana Reddy and Obul Reddy raped many women in their own houses in front of the parents of the women. Some TDP activists were killed during that time. In 1989 election, Congress formed the government in the state. Saint Chenna Reddy became MLA of Penukonda by defeating Ramchandra Reddy of TDP. From there on, atrocities committed by his sons Ramana Reddy and Obul Reddy, Gangula Surya Narayana Reddy increased. There was a women's college near the house of Chenna Reddy. It is said that during the time of 1989 to 1993, the strength of the women's college came down to ground levels, a stage in which the college had to be closed down. Women were afraid to come out of their houses in Dharmavram because of the fear that they would be raped by Obul Reddy. Obul Reddy raped many women and school-going girls. Women includes married women of age 45 or less. For instance, he once raped wife of an engineer in Dharmavram, which became an issue. He raped two women from Tamil Nadu who came to Dharmavram for livelihood. He even raped wives of his followers also. He once raped daughter of Dr. Kulleppa, who was Congress member. He was a sadist. He once killed a person by throwing him on the railway track under a moving train. He killed Maskeen, a TDP activist, by cutting a kilogram of muscle from his body every day. He once drilled bore rigs in the stomach of a person. There are many other instances in which he raped many. To sum up, these are only few cases. In 1990, Chenna Reddy and Surya Narayana Reddy gangs killed many people who were close aid to Paritala Ravindra. They burnt their bodies with diesel. Chenna Reddy and Surya Narayana Reddy abducted Nemalivaram village Sarpanch, Subbarayudu, and killed him in Kandanpalli and thrown him into thorn bushes and burnt him. In 1994, they killed Narayanappa in Raidurgam, who was a close associate of Nanji Reddy. Nanji Reddy was close associate of Paritala Ravindra. Boya Nagraju, Tagrakunta village Sarpanch, and close associate of Ravindra, was killed in a bomb blast on Republic Day when he was unfurling the flag. This was done by Surya Narayana Reddy for the sake of Tagrakunta Konda Reddy, a close associate of him. Paritala Ravindra wanted to take revenge of his father's and brother's death. He awaited right time. He joined hands with Naxals in 1991. Even Naxals wanted to help Ravi, as his father and brother were their party leaders. Saint Chenna Reddy, who was conspirator in his father's and brother's death, was killed in his house in Dharmavaram in 1991. Chenna Reddy was sitting on a chair, reading newspaper. 3 Naxals wearing police uniform came to him, saluted and shot him. By-elections were conducted. Ramana Reddy, son of Chenna Reddy, got Congress ticket and Gade Lingappa got TDP ticket. Heavy rigging took place in favor of Ramana Reddy. 4 TDP activists were killed by Ramana Reddy and Obul Reddy's thugs. Gade Lingappa was defeated and Ramana Reddy became MLA in 1991. After he became MLA, their atrocities increased twofold. Potula Suresh, Chaman Prabhakar, Madhusudan Reddy etc. became henchmen of Paritala Ravindra. In 1993, Rock planted a bomb in a television of Surya Narayana Reddy to kill him as soon as that is switched on. But the attempt failed. The explosion that resulted brought down the house and killed 4 persons including his mother and 2 brothers, his sister, and injured 4 others. Paritala Ravi was named accused number 1 in the case. Surya Narayana Reddy escaped and took shelter in Karnataka. There he married Bhanumati. Paritala came out of underground in 1993. He got TDP ticket from Penukonda. Ramana Reddy fought on Congress ticket. 1 TDP activist was killed and large-scale rigging was done by Ramana Reddy. But he lost to Paritala. Ravindra became Labour Minister in NTR's government in 1994. He resigned as the minister and MLA as he didn't like the involvement of Lakshmi Parvati in the case of Prabhakar Reddy. Prabhakar Reddy, brother of Divakar Reddy, wanted to join TDP. But Ravindra didn't like this. Prabhakar Reddy had the blessings of Lakshmi Parvati, wife of NTR, which was against the wish of Anantapur district's TDP leaders. NTR, later realizing that Paritala had not done any mistake, gave ticket to him to fight from Penukonda again in 1995. He won as MLA. He was on NTR's side during the coup in TDP in 1995. He resigned from the NTR TDP after the death of NTR and joined TDP. He fought elections in 1996 on TDP ticket from Penukonda on Ramana Reddy. Large-scale rigging was done by Paritala Ravindra's henchmen. No person was killed or kidnapped during the elections. Rock now eyed on Obul Reddy. In 1996, when Obul Reddy, along with his 3 henchmen, was in a lodge in Hyderabad with a prostitute, he was attacked by Rock. He was taking bath. That prostitute was sent away from the room, and the henchmen were hacked down. Then they brought Obul Reddy outside from bathroom and killed him. They escaped from there immediately. Paritala Ravindra was the prime accused. Suri tried to take vengeance by triggering off a remote-controlled car bomb in Jubilee Hills, Hyderabad, in 1997 but missed his target, Paritala Ravi, who was then producing a movie called Sriramaliya based on his father's struggle against landlords. 26 persons including ETV crew were killed and 32 were injured in the bomb blast. This blast was first of its kind in India and second in the world. Bhanukota Kishtappa, P. Lakshma Reddy, 2 engineering graduates from Jonnala Kothapalli, Kuntimaddi Sri Ramulu, Konda Reddy, Perugu Venkatesulu, and many more were involved in this case. All these were close associates of Surya Narayana Reddy. Surya Narayana Reddy was later caught in Karnataka and was put in Chalpalli jail. Rock killed those 2 from Jonnala Kothapalli in a hotel in Hyderabad. Bhanukota Kishtappa eludes the police even now. Kuntimaddi Sri Ramulu was killed by Rock. Venkatesulu was also killed. Konda Reddy, who killed Boya Nagraju, escaped narrowly into attacks on him. Ramana Reddy, brother of Obul Reddy, was killed in 1999 in Hyderabad in a house. He was invited to a party by one of his friends. Their rock group entered in the house and shot Ramana Reddy. During 1999 elections, a weak candidate contested on Congress ticket and Paritala on TDP ticket. From jail, Suri contested on general ticket. Paritala Ravindra won with huge majority. Suri didn't even get his deposits back. No person was killed or kidnapped during the elections. Paritala used to participate in land settlements in Bangalore and Hyderabad. He used to acquire most of the big contracts on his name. Rock helped in all these things. Most of the opponents used to fear to submit schedules in tenders without his assent. Many persons, even though they didn't know Paritala Ravindra personally, used the name of Paritala Ravindra to get many contracts on their names. After 2000, not much of quarrels were there. Once Suri planned to blow up Ravindra's house in Anantapur. But the attempt failed. 3 henchmen of Paritala were killed by Suri's gang while they were travelling in a car to Venkatpuram to attend mass marriages conducted by Paritala Ravindra. Many of Surya Narayana Reddy supporters and Obul Reddy supporters left their villages as they were afraid of Ravindra and Rock. In 2002, Rock's chief Potula Suresh came out of underground. Only settlements and fraud in contracts took place during this time. In 2004 general elections, Suresh's wife, Bhanumati, contested on Congress ticket. Paritala Ravindra was threatened by Naxals not to campaign for the elections. His rivals were also planning to kill him during campaigning. He therefore had not even come out of his village Venkatpuram. Campaigning was done by his wife Sunitha and women from the constituency. His henchmen like Suresh and Chaman were arrested under Preventive Detention Act to prevent rigging. On the polling day, he and his men kidnapped and shot one of the Congress activists. This became huge issue and even discussed in assembly. After that incident, he was house arrested for that whole day. Except that incident, that day was peaceful with absolutely no rigging. Paritala Ravi won with 24,000 votes majority. TDP lost power and Congress formed government in the state. From the day 3 of forming the government, from May 14th onwards, killing of TDP activists started in the Anantapur district. Paritala Ravindra's life was in danger. His security was decreased to 2+2 gunmen. He asked for more security, which government refused. He went to High Court on this issue. Court issued orders to government to provide 5+5 security. Paritala was not allowed to go in a large convoy. Only a group of 2 vehicles was allowed, showing the reasons that it becomes difficult for the people to go on roads. His houses in Anantapur and Venkatpuram were frequently raided by the police. Paritala Ravi's follower and counsellor, Basha, was killed in Dharmavaram by Suri's gang in June 2004. Another of Ravi's follower, Adi Narayana, who was ZPTC member of Somandepalli, was killed. They planned to kill Ravi if he comes to campaign in by-elections of Somandepalli ZPTC. But Ravindra didn't campaign. Suri was allowed to use cell phones in the Chalapalli jail. He used to operate everything from the jail itself. He met Julkanti Srinivas Reddy and other prime accused in the jail itself through Mulkhat. All the records of Milakhat were manipulated. On 24th January 2005, after the party meeting in the TDP office in Anantapur, when he was coming out of the office, he was shot by Julkanti Srinivasa Reddy, Narayana Reddy, Rekhmaya. Paritala died instantaneously. His gunman Habib and Ravi's follower were also killed. Remaining gunmen, who were aged above 40, dropped guns on the shooter's orders. Gangula Surya Narayana Reddy alias Suri, Tagrakunta Konda Reddy were conspirators.